Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode of Banish the Doubt. Today, I want to talk about staying in the moment, learning about who you truly are, what you truly want to do, what you truly want to do, to be, and to have. Ultimately, it comes down to who you truly are on the inside, what that person on the inside really wants, who they really want to be, what they really want to have, and what they really, really want to do. It's not about money. Never about money. Money is just a byproduct of doing that. Once we do that, once we learn who we are and what we are about and we're connected to that person, everything else just comes to us. Everything is already here. The opportunities are already here. You have this veil in front of you. You can't see it. That thing that you want to do, be, or have, it is already there. But when we lift this veil, meaning when we get connected with who we are, those opportunities suddenly appear. They've already been there. I know it's somewhat paradoxical to think about, but hang with me for a second. So we're going to drop the importance of what we want in order to get it. We're not going to force anything. Okay. We're not going to try to make something happen. We don't ever make anything happen. We just align vibrationally with it and it appears. So if you will live to your fullest excitement, what will happen? If you live each day and you find yourself excited about doing something, doesn't matter what it is, and you just follow that like a child, what will happen? If tomorrow morning you wake up and say, I don't care what it is I'm going to do today, I have no expectations, I'm just going to, whatever excites me in the moment, could be going shopping, could be washing a car, be cutting a lawn, whatever it may be, I'm going to go do that. And once that excitement runs out, then I'm going to go on to the next thing that excites me. Okay. As far as negotiation, this is like a negotiation with ourselves. Okay. When we're in negotiations, it's an opportunity to explore together, negotiation of two different people, ways to change your own belief system about who you are and what your reality is about in such a manner that you're also helping the other people in the negotiation do the same things for themselves so that everyone becomes more of who they are and can experience the reflection of that discovery. So it's about aligning with who you are. It's about learning who you truly are on the inside, following that. And whenever you're into a negotiation with somebody about whatever it may be, as you become more in tune with who you are, you also help them to understand that about themselves as well. This is truly the way to have a what they call win-win. Okay? A win-win is about learning and aligning with who you truly are on the inside, recognizing that, going with the flow with that, finding whatever it is that excites you and following that. And when you do that, you can't help but that help to like almost like a magnet draw other people to you. And in so doing, you're going to help them to understand what it is about them. You see, because as who you are, people will naturally gravitate to that once you're in alignment with who you are. So I'll give you an example. So I talked about this before. My brother-in-law, 30 plus years, worked at a job, didn't like the job. His physical reality, who he was, expressed that. But once, and that was very important to him because he, in his mind, I have a mortgage, I have a family, I have all these things I have to take care of. So he created this stress and this pressure within himself. Once that job left, our family said, well, who is this guy? Why? Because he had dropped the importance of the importance wasn't there anymore. The having to do things to create a result, the controlling was gone. And who he truly is came out. And who he truly is changed. We all thought, wow, we really like this. And who he truly is that came out, we all said, wow, we like that part of him. But that also shed a light, kind of like this light behind me, on who we are. So the negotiation doesn't have to be, and this is how, again, talk about programming, right? How we've been programmed to learn about what negotiations are, how so many of us shun that. We go into jobs, we go away from areas where we don't want to negotiate. Why? Because it's this. We've been taught to learn or to think that negotiations have to be this, fist into fist, and you fight and you fight and you try to win the other person over, you try to crush the other person, you grind, you try to close the other person. There was no such thing. I'm here to tell you there's no such thing. It's not any of that. Because when you do that, the fist, when you do this, that's tension. That's friction. And that on a chemical level within us over time has an effect where we just break, our bodies literally break down. And the fear is actually our greatest, it's been said, man's best friend is a dog, right? I'm learning, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that person's best friend is fear. That sounds paradoxical, but hang with me for a second. And I'm going to make another video about this. We're going to learn that fear is actually your best friend because it exposes who you are and what you're going away from. And when you get behind fear, when you face it, you find yourself. It's that part of you that you don't like or that you don't want to face up to. But when you do in life, everything opens up. So continuing here, okay? So it's not about negotiation. It's not about getting that thing. It's not about achieving that goal. It's not about getting what you want. It's none of that. This is what we've been led to believe that negotiations have to be. I get mine, you get yours. But I win somehow. I figure this out. So no. And this is where we get into the theory, the thinking of the negotiations are sleazy salespeople. Yeah, there are people out there, but they're not. They're more aligned with what they want and the goal they have to achieve. It doesn't matter if they are rude to you or step all over you or what have you. But again, that is also our thinking. And whenever we uh, attract that type of a person to us, it's not the person. See, this is again, it's paradoxical. If we're attracting that type of energy, we want to stand back and say, okay, what vibration, where am I at vibrationally that's attracting that type of vibration as well? What is it about me, my thinking, that has me attracting that type of person into my life? Something about me is attracting this. So this is what I'm talking about. It exposes, but it, by lack of a better way, exposes us to who we truly are. Okay? It's an opportunity to change your own belief so that you then become the vibration that will automatically attract what you have become the vibration of. So I just mentioned that. But so the opposite of what I was mentioning here a minute ago is when we start to align with who we are, truly who we are, we attract that vibration to us. This is what I was talking about when we meditate, when we start to focus on and become connected to who we truly are on the inside. We can't help but attract that to us. Okay, so actions that you take, behaviors that you exhibit, are simply physicalized reflections or expressions, if you will, of the vibrational state you happen to be in. So then you don't end up with road rage. You don't end up coming home from work, kicking the dog or the cat, arguing with your spouse. Yeah, the kids are a pain in because you're bringing all that home with you. That's where I'm saying you get away from that. That's the vibration you don't want to be in because that's the thinking that's going on in your head. It's everything that happens out here affects me, or if in sales, I have to change them in order for me to be happy. No, it's none of that. We go internally, we go inside and we change who we are inside. We connect with who we are on the inside, and everything on there in the 3D world changes. It just can't not change. It's always been that way. Everything in this world is nothing more than just your reality. Everybody in your reality is reflecting your thinking. My reality is reflective of my thinking. Okay, so I don't change yours because if I'm attracting you towards me, then you and I at some level have some sort of vibratory um, connection. You're seeing this video because some level, some point in your life, you've changed vibrationally, energetically, and you have attracted this video to you. I don't make these videos with any type of expectation or condition on, well, I have to have 10 million people like this. It doesn't matter if one likes it. It's just who I am. So who I am going out to the universe is attracting or sending back, and I'll show you this in a second, to me the same type of people or beings, because again, we're all spiritual beings having a human existence. We're not humans having a spiritual existence. We're the opposite. We are spiritual beings having a human existence, okay? And the universe then brings to us that which is what we think about. So, continuing, where are we here? The actions that you take aren't getting you the thing physically. The actions, are expressions of the state of being, how we think and how we feel at any moment you are in. I'll say that again. The actions that you take, it's not about grinding. It's not about trying to close somebody. It's not about, making a gazillion calls in a day if you're in sales. It's not about working longer hours. Okay. Aren't getting you the thing physically. It's not doing that physically. Your actions are expressions. Your actions are expressions of the state of being, how you think and how you feel you are in. So the universe can recognize the state that you are in a physical sense and give you a physical reflection. So, whatever it is you're thinking about, when you tap into who you are on the inside, what do you want to do, be, and have? When you meditate, when you go inside, like when in the movie The Chosen, when Jesus comes upon the man at the pool of Bethesda, and the man was a cripple since birth, and he's laying there. He can't seem to get no water. He's been trying and trying and trying for years or whatever it is, full of dust and dirt and everything. And Jesus comes upon him and says, "You don't need the pool. You only need me." He didn't mean me as an ego sense. He was talking about me as in you just need to go inside. And then he saw him rise, because that's the paradox. The pool, the drug that we take, we think, oh, this is gonna heal us. We take it like, wow, we feel better. It's what we think inside. How many times we've heard about this is what we call placebo or sugar pill, but some doctor tells us this pill is going to make you feel better. And how many times placebos have been documented, right? And the person suddenly feels better. No, it's not the pill. Okay, it's not the actions you take. It's the state of being you get into. So we tap into who we are on the inside. We find out who we are. When I told you before, when I used to meditate, when I started meditating, I would see this, something where I'm talking to people and I'm helping them to understand and recognize who they are. This was already inside of me. It's been inside of me since I was a young boy, and I first found out about Dr. Wayne Dyer and started listening to him. I'm like, oh, I love this, because it was tapping into who I am. It's not about helping somebody else. It's about just who I am. It's it's just, again, it's not conditional. Putting this video out is the person listens to this and understands what, connects with what I'm saying, they then change. But this, nothing more than what I'm saying, is just, it's like turning this light on, okay, in a dark room and exposing what's already there. Like me turning this light on, right, in the closet and the other stuff in my room here, it's already there. The light going on just exposes it. Ladies and gentlemen, the light going on inside of you, who you are, connecting to that, exposes in your 3D world things that are already there. They've been there. You just need to connect with who you are. Like Jesus said, you just need me. Go inside, connect with that person, and what is already there, the light will go on. How many times we've said that in our life, right? Oh, this light just went on and I saw something. The light finally went on, right? We say this because that's what it is. Okay, so we continue. The actions are not the idea of forcing. Again, this is what we talk about. I think people have this mindset of sales is forcing something into being. Okay, it's not that. That forcing something is the language of expectation, the language of goal orientation, the language of a means to an end. Understand this, okay? Understand there is, we operate our life without expectation. Wanting is its own state. Wanting implies we don't have. Needing implies we don't have. I say I need something implies to the universe, well, you don't have it. Well, that's why I need it, George. No, it's all, like I said, it's already here. The light just turns on. Go inside. Dr. Wayne Dyer talks about whenever he would have some challenges, he would call his friend Deepak Chopra, and he was explained to him, and Deepak would say, Wayne, you need to meditate. And then he would call him again, and he would say, Wayne, you need. He goes, I got you. I heard you the first time, Deepak, but I mean, I have a big problem here. You need to meditate. What was he saying? Go inside. The answers are in here. They're not here. They're not out here. There are no answers out there, ladies and gentlemen. Out there are just reflections of what's going on in here. So understand that, embrace that. Okay, if you want to force anything, force that into a knowledge of, okay, I go internal. Jesus said, you just need me. I go inside. There are the answers. When you do that, when you then tap into who you truly are, you then change. And by virtue of you changing, you change the other people around you in the negotiation. Understand everything in every single moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. Everything in every single moment is its own end with no connection to anything else. So everything that's going on in your life, if you're watching this now and you're saying, yeah, George, we don't understand, I've got a lot of bills to pay, or I can't make my rent payment, or I can't make my mortgage payment. Everything comes to its own end. Go inside. Understand what is your thinking, what is that state of being, how you think and how you feel, right? How you think and how you feel at every moment is its own end with no connection to anything else, is its own end. So how you've been thinking, how you've been feeling led you to that point. The not being able to pay your bills, your rent, your mortgage is just a reflection, the light going on, okay, imposing or magnifying the fact that your thinking needs to change. You need to go inside and find out, what is it about myself that has led me to this point? And when we understand that and we get into the moment, this is how we go, stay in the moment. We understand then that those shortcomings, okay, the lack of rent being paid, being able to be paid, or a mortgage, or in a relationship I don't like, then we recognize them as being neutral. It's not good or bad. It is just, that's all it is it is. I go inside and I find out, okay, what is it about my thinking that has led me to this point that has this situation reflecting like a light going on and showing me. So then actually, if you think about not being able to make the mortgage payment or the rent payment, what have you, is in a sense positive because it's forcing you, there's the force, again, the word force, to go inside and find out what is it about my thinking that I want to adjust, not change. I need to adjust a few things, okay? What have I been conditioned to believe is true about me and about this situation? This is how, ladies and gentlemen, being and staying in the moment changes everything. If you like these videos, just give us a thumbs up. Everybody who's already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've watched this video now as your first time and you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell So you get all my videos. You see my library of videos. I have plenty of them back there now. I think I'm up to, I don't know, about 130 or so. Many, many more to come. But ladies and gentlemen, this really is how we heal ourselves. Okay, we don't really so much heal as we connect back to who we already are, who we were on who we've been all our life. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until I see you again, have a great day and God bless.